are either for leisure, shopping, or for socialising, which means out of those under 2 kilometres, a lot of people are, and I know it because we've all got, look, I've got them in my
No, but they could be elderly going down the road to see their mum or to see their daughter. They could be family doing that.
Yes, of course, but remembering that the majority of people don't have a car, so the majority of people do all of those errands, to visit their relatives, help with care, do their shopping, go to school without a car. The majority of people in this borough.
But they might use their daughter to drive them.
They can do it safely, and that everyone can breathe clean air. Everyone can breathe clean air.
But you said, Mike, you want to move the traffic to the 406. So you're not getting rid of the car. You're just moving the problem to another borough, which means pollution is still high. You're just giving it to someone else. We are a world. We're a world. We're not all this kind of like, you are Haringey, so we just care about Haringey people. We're a world, and the pollution is rising. You're just moving it somewhere else. It's not sorting pollution. It's rising pollution.
I'm going to draw this to a close here, because we could be here a long time. But I really appreciate both Mike and Seema for being with us, and also the council members who've been taking profuse notes and taking details of what has been said. People have had their say, or at least not everybody, I'm sure that everybody could have their story to tell. But at least here we have the beginning. I know the council have been discussing, but the exchange and the dialogue here this evening, I think, has been profound. And we were able to conduct ourselves in a very civilized way, not as we were depicted by the police, as a mob, when we were heading to the emporiums and then the other place. Now, interestingly, I thought there was going to be another mob here this evening. So what did I do? I contacted the police. Yeah? And I said, I'm expecting an unruly mob to be here in the parish hall. Could we have and I said, I don't want a police presence, but I want police on standby. Because I had visions of George coming in here and just creating a nuisance of himself. Now, anyway, the point is, the police said, sorry, there's nobody available. No, I have no idea, and we have a wonderful group here this evening, but I had no idea, but our meeting might be gate crashed. And, some people might, that weren't welcome, might have appeared. But I found it interesting, and I'll be writing to the police. When there was, my own interpretation is, when the reception at the Emporium last Monday week, the police were very heavy-handed. And the very police that I was hoping, who created, in a sense, who created that antagonism. And if you close the road and you don't speak to people or explain, you're creating antagonism. The very police who created the antagonism in my mind are the same police who couldn't say, we will come and we will make sure that everything is in order here this evening. Now, anyway, I leave it with you, but I was certainly disappointed in that situation, and I'll be letting the local commissioner know about that. Anyhow, my final question is, where do we go from here? There's been a wonderful exchange. What advice now is the next item?
I think I need to go to a pharmacist and get cold medicine.
Well, that's true, yes.
I think we need to get you a boiler engineer quite fast. Can I say, I think that some of the stuff that's next needs to be quite practical, like the exemption surgery, because I think some of the people that are feeling pain actually shouldn't be, and something's gone wrong. So I think there's some practice. One of the things about the LTN, and I get what you were saying, we are Haringey, but actually some people are getting affected as individuals because they've got caring needs or they've got disability. So So let's get some of those sorted out.
Can I ask, with the exemptions, if you have a medical condition but it's not chronic, like if you have some people have flare-ups, does it cover that? I don't know, because I have flare-ups of a condition, but it's not. I'm not always. Sometimes I get very anemic.
It's mainly based on blue badge.
That's what I'm saying. So there are people like there's conditions that aren't covered under. So you need to kind of look at maybe on the exemption side of looking at people who have medical conditions, which might I can't specialise. So sometimes I can't walk, and other days I can walk.
Okay.
And there's people out there that are like that. So looking
Absolutely.
at on the exemptions thing, when you're talking to people, is finding out whether there's things like that that aren't blue badge, but they are exemptions. If that makes sense.
These are items that would actually be discussed at that, because we can't do everything here this evening, but at least we've got another step and we will progress along the way.
Yeah.
So that would be one item. And then if we feel that we have a further meeting and exchange like this, then I imagine that would be in order, yes?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because as long as we keep talking and dialogue and respecting each other and trying to see about this balloon which Seema is taking with her as a sign. As long as we keep speaking to one another in a civilized manner, I think then we will be able to work out as best we can what is best for our community. So again, I appreciate you both being here and those working with the council, and of course you being here, because also I'm aware that each person here is probably representing 2 or 3 more people who are of a similar mind and that. So, what can I say? Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, just one final thing. Now, the